All right, mates, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing well. Everybody had a great, phenomenal weekend. I'm going to cover here really quickly another custom bait maker, an awesome pourer. You should check him out on Instagram. Look out for Outside Within Baits. I will link his Instagram page in my description. You can click on that and you can check out the offerings that Outside Within Baits has. I wanted to focus on two here really quickly because these are some phenomenally poured baits, and you can always tell quality in a custom swim bait versus a cereal box. And I don't mean cereal like on the grocery store aisle. I mean cereal with an S. A cereal box, machine manufactured, mass-produced swim bait. First of all, the plastisol is not a higher grade quality of plastisol like you're going to find in these swim baits. Second of all, the durability is not going to last nearly as long as a custom bait maker's swim baits because of the quality of what's used in the making process. And everything comes from like temperature control. When you're talking about durability, you're not only talking about, okay, the quality of the plastisol, that's the plastic that's being melted and created to pour in, for example, an angling AI mold, okay? It's not just that. It's also the discipline of the custom bait maker, okay? And the temperature ranges that bait maker uses, especially for larger swim baits, because that is what has a heavier influence on the durability, the elasticity, the stretch, okay? And also constant catches, okay? And what that catch results in, and you've seen that a lot of plastics where you just get after the third catch, second or third catch, maybe your swim bait's just destroyed and you just throw it away. What I have guys do for me, and if you know anyone who's a custom bait maker or you want to reach out to me, that's fine. Don't throw away those swim baits, okay? Because those swim baits can be reconstituted for you. Like I have mates that have gotten swim baits from me as far back as January, and they just want them reconstituted, okay? So what that means is re-poured again, okay? And so we can take those back, take the eyes off, okay? And re-go. It's plastic, okay? And so you can do that, okay? It's almost like buying a refurbished anything in this society, okay? Refurbished cell phone, refurbished television, okay? All that stuff. And so that's important. So don't sleep on that. Don't just throw your soft plastics away. You know, a lot of people will keep their worms and trim their worms down for Ned rigs. That's awesome. You constantly want to make your bait sustainable, okay? In any way you can. And so that's important. But you want to check out Outside Within Baits. He's got some large size, like these that are phenomenal. Okay, I like this bleeding shad color for the impoundments. And you've got, this is more like a herring color, river herring, which is awesome. I really, really like this chartreuse color on the bottom. Kind of see that. Obviously, these will have that inline inset hook. Okay, now, what I recommend, I know I throw the smaller 4-inch variety, 4 or 5-inch, as opposed to what I call the grande. And what I've had a lot more success running an inline to a treble as opposed to a single hook. Now, I know a lot of people like the single hook inside the slot. I know a lot of people feel like they've got a lot more, they could feel it a lot more. But I've had a success, I think, probably 2-to-1, 3-to-1. Once I switched out those hooks to an inline treble. And I think it's just because it's user error. I think it's me not being confident, not, in that style of fishing yet, like I should be, more inshore, deep water, places like Lake Murray, Lake Anna. And so I'm missing hit. I'm getting strikes, but I'm not setting the hook. And so when that bass hits this, it's such a big bait, so much surface area for that bass to hit, right? that treble works for me better. And it's not anything against the bait or anything against the bass. It's against the user. Because I'm waiting too long on that single. Could be my rod. Could be the style of rod I'm using. That could be me. Again, user error. That when it strikes, I'm not really registering that strike soon enough to set that hook, single hook. Okay, and then they just drop it. But with the treble hook, coming line through, okay, line through, and then the treble back here, if they hit it in the middle of that bait, they're going to get caught up, okay? They're going to get caught up. I mean, and then it's harder for them to shake that treble hook out, okay, than the single hook. So that's just something I found. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know. Send me a message. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, JL Scott Fishing. Let me know what your experience is with that. Again, I think it's mostly my comfort zone of adapting a hook and a presentation to my style, or what my strength is versus what my strength should be or isn't. But I've definitely noticed a lot more hookups for me on the shorter ones with an inline. So I really think that with these larger style swim baits, that inline setup is the way to go. And I'll do a video forward. Keep an eye out. I'll do a video for actually setting that up and running that line through tube and the line through in with the treble hook on some of these baits. I'm gonna reach out and get some more baits myself from Outside Within Baits. So check them out. Awesome on this large style format. Not everybody, not all custom bait makers have these molds in this size. So when you find one that has this size mold, you definitely want to establish that relationship with them, reach out with them, and talk about some whatever colors, patterns will be suitable for your area, your lake, your impoundment, your river, based on the forage species that exist, whether it's river herring, shad, crawl, whatever that is. And then get to, or look at in-stock patterns for paddle-tail swim baits in the larger format, because they will catch you some biggins, okay, on these reservoirs at the right time, especially when you see the shad spawn, blueback herring spawn, that's top water, that stuff, bait balls, that stuff's going down. This stuff can be deadly. All right, mates.